So we are going to number 30. And our winner is Clever Creative. There they are. Hey, 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 hey.
Hello, Zanger.
Hello, hello, hello. Congratulations. So here's the typo. It says that Daniel and Kate are the co-presidents of Indie Agency News. Now, if I could afford the two of them, I would do that in a heartbeat. If I could have Daniel and Kate as co-presidents of this thing, oh my God, we'd be number one in a heartbeat. However, we can't afford them yet. So Indie Agency News top 40 design co-presidents. We will be amending that.
I don't mind the honorary title. You know how they give those at universities where somebody doesn't really do anything? So
right.
If you title, I'll take it.
If you want to do that, if you don't want to do anything, cool. Yeah, we can make you president. But let's take a look. Starwest Botanicals. Oh my goodness. Talk first of all, introduce yourselves. I mean, I want to make sure that y'all get the props across the board here. So go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Okay, cool. Well, I am Shannon Gabor, founder and chief creative officer of Clever, 20 years in the business, started in 2005. And we are a creative brand and strategic shop here in Los Angeles. And I'm joined by Emily Palmer.
Hello, Emily Palmer here, group account director. I oversee all of our client services and account management.
I love it. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the brief. Well, how are you briefed in on this?
We pretty much it's a VC backed company. They had a 3 to 5 exit. They wanted to relook at the packaging. I wish I had the before for you all to see.
Oh, no. I think do I have a before?
I don't know. I think you might.
Let me go through this.
It was.
So,
there it is.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
On the left. So the biggest pain point for them was they've always been a very D2C, more wholesale private label. They actually curate all the teas for Tazo tea for Starbucks. They've never been consumer focused and
really? Okay.
And channels. So their focus was to be able to relook at the brand. There's obviously a heritage aspect of it. So origin story was really important. And our goal was to relook the positioning of the brand, expand their consumer segmentation as they looked to go to B2C. So it was a little bit of an Amazon storefront PDP copy play at first, and then it turned into a packaging assignment once we established the core foundational roots of the rebrand. They have about 1,500 SKUs. We are very packaging focused at Clever. Many of our products.
1,500? Jesus Christ.
So,
all right, please continue.
Both teas, spices, and we recognize that the culinarian became a new consumer segment they weren't talking to. So chefs also utilize their organic spices a lot. So what we did was we had to think very quickly. So what you see on the right is what we're calling the comet. So we built a really simple overhead photo shoot. We had 2 days to shoot 1,500 spices and teas. So our creative solution was to think very efficiently, which we do very well at Clever. And we built this beautiful white Venetian plaster plinth, which is the circle disc. And we worked with our photographer to really create this really hard shadow. And then we had a food stylist, amazing, shout out to Kate, who came in, and we literally would mold the spice. And then the beauty of being creative, not get too ticky-tacky about where the comet would fall, but then we would use a small knife and we would smear it to the right, and wherever it landed organically is where we would shoot. And we would literally pop up the next spice. And we had like 6 different overhead setups. Kind of a little bit of the fun behind the scenes you don't know about on that. And then really, packaging does well when a customer can understand segmentation through color. So we utilized color devices in the style guide to help them identify whether it was a savory spice, a sweet spice, an herb, or a tea. And then we built out their visual, their voice, their brand guidelines. And this is some of the beautiful photography.
Oh my God.
Beautiful.
I mean, the brief, get away from sticker.
Exactly. And Mylar, like they're so beautiful. So yeah. And we're really proud of it. And now it's moved into another consumer focused packaging rebrand for their teas. So, and they never had lifestyle photography. And I don't think you have an example here, but if anyone's interested, you could go to cleverbranded.com and check out the case study for Starwest.
Oh, wow.
But on there, you'll also see they never had hands of color in their shots. They never had different gender. They never had aged hands. So we really love at Clever to bring that human aspect of all generational kind of representation, especially in a brand like this, where tea is enjoyed by someone who's 10 or 100.
Right.
So please shoot a tea shot with someone who has wrinkles on their hands. Please.
That's me.
Some age spots.
Yeah.
I got old man neck. So,
there you go. We'll cast you for the
in.
next one.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also please show me a male hand holding Apollo Santo. Like it's okay, guys. We can go there these days.
Right.
So it was really nice that they were open and trusted Clever to take on that work.
I love it. I love it. Okay, Daniel, we have time for one comment and or question.
I mean, I'm not going to comment further than what we discussed. It is beautiful. And it's also, it's not easy to pull this off, I think, as well. So I guess my question is, what was the biggest challenge on this rebrand? Because it looks simple and it looks beautiful, but my experience is just not easy. So yeah, what was the greatest challenge you were facing?
Yeah, I think our greatest challenge was, I think sometimes for us, it's the inheriting of the system.
Mm.
So it was I call like the implementation rollout. So I think the client felt that challenge because they may not have kept us on as a brand Sherpa, we always call ourselves. Like if you can let us be the brand Sherpa once we deliver all of the scoped deliverables and let us kind of consult you and your internal production team to now apply these to mechanicals, because they didn't hire us for that part, David. So I think that probably was a bit of a challenge. So we would get a lot of, it's not working. We're like, it works. We just wish you would have just even tacked on like 16 consulting hours for our creative team to just be a battery pack to your in-house production arm to make sure that this beautiful work was actually integrity, like pulled through. So I think that was the challenge. We worked through it in the end, but I think that was one of the challenges.
Love it. That's great. All right. Congratulations. I'm going to put you backstage.